Hi, welcome to Divine Mic Drop. I'm Sherisa. I channel Archangel Michael.
And I'm Andrea, and I'm just here for the ride.
Right? You got your ride or die
I
shirt
got
on. I really feel like it, Andrea.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you ready for me to bring him through?
I'm ready. Let's do
Okay.
it. Okay.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Happy to be with you. Happy to be with you and happy to be talking to all the people who are listening and knowing that actually you're feeling the truth of it happening in the expanded night right now. So you may be watching this video 3 months or 6 months from now, but you're feeling it right now and it is benefiting all of the people who are tapped into this network of light. Yes.
That's great. I love that, just
Yes.
that clarification. Thank you. Um, so there's something that we say in our on our planet, or some people do, which is love thy neighbor, right? Um,
Yes.
which can be a little hard, right?
Depends on the neighbor.
Especially my neighbor. And then there's a sort of play on that, which goes like, love thyself so that you can love your neighbor. Could you talk about that? Could you
Yes.
expand on that for us?
Yes, yes. Well, the first is that even though this human is still a little nervous about this, it is true and accurate that that is what Jesus Christ was communicating to her. And Jesus Christ is a predominant energy on earth helping the planet. So he is very happy to be clarifying that with me right now and to be part of that energy. So we're just acknowledging him because he is in many ways my father as well. There isn't a hierarchy here, but we defer to his wisdom in many, many ways. So we want to be honoring of that.
Mhm.
And the clarification he was giving this human is very accurate that the scripture that is saying love your neighbor as yourself, that is beautiful, but only after you love yourself. Because in absence of loving yourself, you cannot love your neighbor. So it doesn't mean that the scripture is inaccurate. It is just saying it's insufficiently applied at this moment in time, and that more individuals are needing guidance on how to love themselves. Otherwise, extending it to others is actually not even possible. So let's look for a moment in this human works in the field of social service, yes? And so they're often sacrificing themselves for the highest good. They'll overwork, they'll take on that extra 5 clients and then burn themselves out and not be there able to be there for their family. They will they'll work the extra hours because they're trying to serve, which we are not belittling this. We're just observing it happen. And if you are doing that, that is not loving yourself. That is proving your worthiness.
That's very good. That's very helpful for a lot of us.
Yes. Yes. So loving yourself so that you can then love your neighbor, love yourself, and then you're going to take care of yourself. You're going to have better boundaries. You're going to then recognize your own strength. And so when you are sitting in front of somebody who is struggling, you will recognize their strength. And you can love them because you see the strength in them instead of these poor people need my help.
Yes, right. These poor people need my help. And also, things would go so much better if I controlled the outcome on all of you, too.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Oh, that's a big one.
I mean, I would never think that, but yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. And so two concepts together, but the first is loving yourself is a radical act on earth at this moment in time. Loving yourself 5 pounds heavier, 5 pounds lighter. Loving yourself when you're judging others and loving yourself when you're feeling kind to others. Loving yourself when you binge watch TV and loving yourself when you've been productive in your home. Loving yourself is a radical act because you are allowing for yourself to be human at the same time. And then when you're able to do that, and then you go to be service of others to others, you are in a different energetic space than when you are judging yourself and then you're showing up for others, which then causes you to judge them.
And when you're starting out with this radical uh, act and you say, oh, look, I just went down that thought pattern that was negative. Aren't you sweet and adorable? I'm really proud of you for catching it. That was great.
Yes,
You know, that's all it is. It's just a matter of gentle self-talk.
yes.
Right.
Yes, and we will actually use some of the phrasing we were speaking to an earlier client of hers today, where she used to be a think, 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 and now she's a think, think, pause. And allowing yourself to still have the human nature of overthinking, but you're putting a pause in there so that you can shift and make a different choice. And so self-love is very similar in the sense of the first step is just pausing the flow of judgment to yourself, pausing the hustle for worthiness that is in constant flow. Just okay, so maybe it's hustle, hustle, pause, but that pause gives you a chance to pivot in a new direction and make a different choice and offer compassion to yourself and all of those things. Those actions, that's what Jesus was trying to help people understand, that when you start there, then you can't serve from a place of judgment because you've addressed that judgment in your own life.
Wow, it seems so simple, and I bet it is. It is simple, and it is also profoundly impactful as well.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, well, in the spirit
Oh,
of
oh, oh, that's where we are.
in the spirit of keeping things brief so that we hand these bite-sized pieces to people so that they can just get a little bit at a time. I feel this is a good place to wrap up this conversation, unless you feel differently.
We would just like to offer that it's not an accident that you're wearing 54, and that 54 translates into the number nine, and that nine means you're right on the edge. Good things are happening and you're completing different cycles in your life. And so you didn't pick that shirt just by accident. It's actually you observing in your own life the things that you're on edge of, feeling like now I've got this. And when we're talking about this self love thing, it's a constant level of being on that sort of edge of the nine and then coming to a new understanding and then practicing it again and letting more love in. It's always a little on edge. It's not something, because some of the clients that come to see her, they will say things like, I thought I did that last month. Do I have to self love this month too? It is that constant state of nine, then going over into the zero and feeling a level of accomplishment, and then you're climbing through the numbers again until you're hitting a new level and then a new level. So as you approach these things in your life, it's not a checkbox, check done. It's a spiral of love that's constantly growing, and allow yourself to be in that spiral instead of feeling like you have to finish it all, because you came here to be part of the spiral and it's okay to allow it to unfold.
Wow, there's a thing in space that they've discovered, right? That's how it's moving, the
Yes.
spiral, and that's of course us. We are that too.
We are. And when you allow yourself to be in rhythm with it, instead of judging yourself for having to do it again, or I thought I was already there, that's the moment that you start thinking that judgmental pathway, you're recognizing that there's more space to flow love and allow less judgment into your life in every one of those moments. And when you do that on a regular basis as a practice, loving your neighbor is a natural result of that work.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, Michael. Yes. Thank you.
yes. Much love.
Much love.
Much love. Yes.
Okay. Thank you,
I
Sherisa.
love that he called you out on your shirt.
I know.
All right.
Okay.